side. Yeah, hi Tommy. What? Yeah? You got a lot to say right now, Mr. Thomas.
Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
His first ice cream parlor, but
Who are we on to now? The Colts? I think we're doing the Colts rebuild. Ooh, let's go tomorrow. I'm probably not pulling the golden ticket, but if I do, I know exactly who I'm making. But we gotta go find a different draft class. Because the draft class that we used yesterday was too high rated. Will Anderson at a 91. I mean, yeah, that's way too high. I hope that this draft class is good. I know there's a draft class that I've used that doesn't have Anthony Richardson. Actually, let me go check out his IG. Well, we'll go see how the draft class looks. If we remember correctly, we did the Cardinals rebuild, but we didn't. We made the playoffs one time, and that was the first year, and that was when the team was the worst. We're going in draft order, which now means we're on to the Indianapolis Colts. And I think this rebuild should be fairly easy. I know the Colts are usually a pretty good sim team. They just don't have the quarterback, which I don't know how much is true there. I don't know if it's just the quarterback holding Indianapolis back, but we shall see. So take it all, so take. This is a team that, again, if you are to take a look at the team, I'll go to who we have to re-sign first. We don't have a whole lot of cap. Bobby Okereke, I'm not going to re-sign him. He did leave probably not re-signing Paris Campbell or Yacht. I don't think there's anybody I'm re-signing, to be honest. So, yeah, we're going to have another hole, but just for the realism of it, I don't want Rodney McLeod back either. But Bobby Okereke did leave Indianapolis in free agency to go play for New York. I want to look at salaries right now. I want to see who we have on bad contracts. And really the way we're going to look at that is who's got the highest cap penalty. Matt Ryan. That's not a good contract to be on. But other than the Matt Ryan contract, there's not a whole lot. I'm going to trade Stephon Gilmore to Dallas as well. Mo Alley Cox's contract is not favorable. Ryan Kelly, still quiddy pay. I mean, if you look at it, a lot of the talent that we got are not on too terrible contracts. Again, offensive line got paid, which is good. We have our right tackle for the whole rebuild. We got the left guard for the whole rebuild. Shaquille Leonard will be here the whole time. We only have to renegotiate with Braden Smith in the last year, or before the last year. I don't know how long too many of the other guys are going to be on the team for, but I'm going to also release Matt Ryan. That did happen in real life, so I gotta go get the details for the Stephon Gilmore trade real quick while we're simming to week 1 of free agency. So take it on. Nope, not Diggs. Stephon Gilmore trade. Leighton Vander Esch returning. So Stephon Gilmore for a 5th round draft pick. I really hope that Anthony Richardson is in this draft class. The draft board looks good, but again, there's no Anthony Richardson, so I legit can't use this draft class. I believe I do have that class. I can't. Was this the one that had Will Anderson at a 91? I'm not sure. I'm only going to edit this just to see if this is the draft class that I need to stay away from. No. Actually, this draft class looks really good. Okay, well, I guess we're using this draft classes then. I do know the overalls of. I wasn't looking at Anthony Richardson's overall. Wait, was this a draft class that I avoided because Anthony Richardson, he's a 68 overall. I'm not using. I'm getting a different draft class then. Because you can't tell me Anthony Richardson being a top 5 prospect. Presumably, we're assuming that the draft is going to go C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Anderson, or Will Levis, and and then Anthony Richardson. It's gonna go in some order like that, but there's no way he's a 68 overall as a top 5 prospect in this draft. I find that hard to believe that that's what we got. Strict ratings. I wonder what that means. I think I avoided this draft class, but it might be good. Of course, this is only the fourth team in the draft order, so I'm gonna forget the overalls. Do we have? Again, there's no Anthony Richardson in this draft class. I guess we'll see what this one looks like. I'm really hoping this one is gonna be a good one. And I'm gonna check overalls real quick because I don't want a 91 overall Will Anderson in another rebuild. I mean, it didn't really help the Cardinals all too much. Bijan Robinson. I think I might actually like the rating for Anthony Richardson a little bit more. Yeah, um, I'm fine with this. This draft class looks really good. I'm just gonna go take a look at the receiver prospects real quick, see what we got. Oh, Zay Flowers, 3rd to 4th round. It looks like a really good draft class. I'm going to stick with this draft class. So now we can sim to week 1 of free agency. I can do free agency. Oh, I also I'm going to release. I'm probably going to release Mo Alley Cox as well with Matt Ryan. I'm not. Dude, this Matt Ryan contract is bad. And Mo Alley Cox is contract is not very favorable. Actually, I can't cut Mo Alley Cox. That's a really bad penalty for cutting Mo Alley Cox. Oh, I forgot to turn down the fucking music again. Okay, before we even go and sign anybody, let's get this trade with the Cowboys done and get Stephon Gilmore to Dallas. Oh my god, I can't. Hold on. I know it was just a 5th-round draft pick, but they need to clear 5 million cap. So hopefully we can get somebody or 2 people that don't really have an impact. I don't know how likely that's gonna be. You know what? We'll just trade for Zeke as well, and then we'll just cut Zeke. Maybe in that way we can be even more up to date. Because Zeke is also a free agent. And whoa, we didn't have any cap penalty for that. So are we just saying the Cowboys are just eating the whole Ezekiel Elliott cap penalty? Is that what is going on? Oh no. Okay, I never do the first year of free agency because I've been too busy with the #1 overall pick trade. Tom Brady is a free agent. He's not. We don't actually. Oh, Danny Dimes didn't resign with the Giants in this either. I don't even know why I'm considering running back. Man, receiver. There's really nobody there that I want. I don't know if there's really anybody here that I want. Oh, actually, Byron Murphy wouldn't be terrible. I'm going to sign Byron Murphy to a 5-year contract. I'm fine. That's all I want to do. So let me just. I almost guarantee you he signed. He did. Okay, cool. So we got Byron Murphy. Which, where did Byron Murphy? I don't know where Byron Murphy actually signed, but let's go get this Carolina Panthers trade done. I don't. Will this make it so Carolina isn't offering? I don't. I hope it's not. But DJ Moore, this year's first, this year's second. That's the wrong second for the number one overall pick. Yeah, that is the wrong second round draft pick. And then next year's first and next year's second. And honestly, instead of doing it for a draft pick, I'll just do it for their long snap. It's not even a long snapper. I'll trade for somebody who's never gonna play. And now we can go back to Indianapolis. Start the team. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Now I could do that for every trade, but I'm not going to. Whoa, I don't think I force win that game. Did I force win that game? Or did the score just somehow end up being 38-35 for the Chiefs in Madden Sim? I'm gonna go take a look. Maybe I don't even ever have to fucking force win. Yeah, I did not force win. I mean, yeah, the stats were not anywhere close, so it just somehow ended up being a 38-35 game. Thank God the Chiefs won, because I would have felt real stupid if the Eagles had the 32nd and the Chiefs had the 31st. I would just into the draft, but I don't know what we're looking at for fifth-year contracts. But the signing of Byron Murphy was fantastic. I do thoroughly enjoy the signing of Byron Murphy. We had no fifth year options. I really hope the Panthers go CJ Stroud. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm not taking Bryce. I've already done a rebuild with Bryce Young at quarterback. And they took. Who'd they take? They took CJ Stroud. Okay, cool. No, they didn't. Who did they take? They took Miles Murphy, Bryce Young. I guess now I have the option between CJ Stroud and I might do CJ Stroud instead. I have not done a CJ Stroud rebuild. Um, I will do a CJ Stroud rebuild with the Indianapolis Colts. Of course, that pick is the Denver Broncos pick. So instead of the Seahawks rebuild next time, it will be the Denver Broncos rebuild. Who do they take? They take Nolan Smith. The Lions take Bijan Robinson. Jalen Carter to the Raiders. Again, I just want to see where Will Levis and Anthony Richardson go to. They both might fall to the second round. Khalil Ringo, the first corner taken off the board. The Jets take Eli Ricks. Jordan Addison to the Patriots. Okay. The Packers take a defensive tackle. Oh, okay, so this is very similar to the other draft class. Peter Skoronski to Pittsburgh. That did not happen. I can't remember where Peter Skoronski went. Anthony Richardson to the Bucks. That's literally the same. There are still really good receivers on the board right now. Paris Johnson goes to Jacksonville. Zach Evans. The Cowboys take a running back. I completely disagree with that pick for... there's Jackson Smith and Jigba going to Cincinnati. Wow. And that receiving room just got infinitely better. Luke Weipler as the first pick for Pittsburgh in the second round. Oh my god, we still have not seen Anthony Richardson or Will Levis be taken. I still want to know where they're going to go. But I think I'm going to take Quentin Johnston. He's got normal dev. Yikes. I still do like the pick of Quentin Johnston there. Where is Will Levis and what's it? Anthony Richards? Well, Anthony Richardson went to the Buccaneers. Where is Will? Oh my God, Will Levis going to go? Will Levis is going to the Saints. Okay. That's all I really wanted to know. So, all four quarterbacks taken in the first two rounds. But Will Levis falls. Oh my God. Christian Gonzalez. He's not very good in this. It can't be higher than a C because he actually looks really good. Will McDonald looks really good. Yeah, that's gonna be a great Yannick Ngakoue replacement. We'll see what we got in the fourth round. The Cardinals take Devon Achey. Emmanuel Forbes is still here. The center looks real good. I'm actually going to go with the left tackle here. And hopefully he's good enough to play right tackle. No, we needed a left tackle, not a right tackle. We got Braden Smith at right tackle. I'll see what we got in the 5th round, and this will be my last pick in this draft. So run support. Actually, if there's a position that I really want, it's definitely tight end. I know he's day 3 projected, but we do need a tight end. So hopefully Davis Allen is not terrible. I mean, we got Jelani Woods, but how well is Jelani Woods going to progress? I don't know. I don't even know the overall, like, how high the overalls are going to go. I'm pretty sure we saw CJ Stroud at a 75, I want to say, but I did not know too in depth of what the draft was, what the overalls were. Quentin Johnston comes in at a 71, or a 70. Yeah, CJ Stroud at a 75 out of Ohio. And then Will McDonald at right end was not bad. Tyler Steen was not great. Davis Allen was not great. And then the rest is the CPU drafted. But with a lacking receiving room, Quentin Johnston is probably going to get a decent, a little bit more than a decent amount of play time. But I'm going to go to the regular season, look at the roster there, and then adjust in the regular season. Because if you don't, the CPU will adjust the roster however the fuck they please. I want Quentin Johnston over Kiki QT. I do like Alec Pierce. Defensively, what are we looking at? Why is he not the backup right end? I'm confused. So I'm gonna have to go into the depth chart and actually change that so that he's playing at right end because I do want him to start. I didn't even address middle linebacker. Corner is looking really good. And Quentin Johnston is already playing slot. So let me go move is it Will? I don't think it's Will. McDonald will be playing right end, full-time right end, not just rush end. I think that's really the only thing that I gotta do. Not right tackle. It is Will McDonald. And Deo Agdonabo. No, it's Deo Odegbo. We'll play backup left end. Yeah, I hope Quiddy Pay and Will McDonald can be a good pass rushing duo, but with that, we're just going to go straight to the midseason, see who we have to re-sign in year one. Year 1 of 5. Hopefully this goes a lot better than the Cardinals. The Cardinals rebuild was very, very, very frustrating. And we're 6-1 in a division that looks really competitive, and we beat a good Ravens team. I will bring Jonathan Taylor back. Kenny Moore does not want it. Neither does Michael Pittman. I guess I will let both of those two walk. And Grover Stewart can walk too, I guess. I will bring back Isaiah Rodgers and Justin Blackman. That's it. So I want these guys on 4-year deals. They should. Oh, damn. So I'm gonna have to sim a week to get Justin Blackman. I will give him a player-friendly contract then. I'll give you Isaiah Rodgers a player-friendly contract. Okay, I guess he wants a 5-year fucking deal. Whatever. Jonathan Taylor. Do we like this contract? Do we want to go player friend? It's only $1 mil more. I want to see if he'll just accept the neutral. Yeah, he does. So we gotta sim to next week to figure out what we're doing with, or to get 2 of our players back. We lost to Tennessee. Yikes, that hurts. With a breakout D-line. Ooh. Looks like I'm only simming 1 more week again. Quiddy Pay. Hopefully Quiddy Pay gets it. Having Quiddy Pay go up to Superstar would be excellent, but Pittsburgh and Sim is a really good running team. Yeah, 9th in total rush yards a game. And they got a solid defense too. But let's go figure out Justin Blackman and Isaiah Rodgers and then go to next week. I'll give you the 5-year deal. Thank you. I mean, it saves me a little bit more money because it spreads out all the money between those 5 years. If I remember correctly, he wanted more money, so yeah, and there we go. Justin Blackman re-signed. It's not too big of a contract, so I'm fine giving it to him. And I think I'm letting Michael Pittman walk. Not even a lie. But, yeah. We beat Pittsburgh, and did we get the breakout? Nope, we did not. Okay, well that sucks. No Quiddy Pay breakout. Quiddy Pay is going to stay at star for the time being. But now we can go to the playoffs, and it looks like we should be there, despite being in a very competitive division. At 7-2 in the bye, looks really good. But the worst team in our division is 2 games above 500 at the midway point. So I don't know. We will. We do make the playoffs, and it looks like we got the 1 seed behind rookie CJ Stroud. We did get the 1 seed. The Chiefs didn't even make the playoffs. That is crazy. But a first round bye in the first year of CJ Stroud as our rookie, as our quarterback on a rookie scale contract is pretty alright by me. We'll take a look at stats, and then I guess we'll jump into these games. Anthony Richardson not going off as much as he did in the Arizona rebuild, but he still went off. CJ Stroud had an alright year. Interceptions were a little high, but it is the rookie year. 34 touchdowns, 3,800 yards. Jonathan Taylor, again, great rushing the ball this season. After a season where he was coming off of a lot of injuries. Michael Pittman was not that great. Quentin Johnston was not great. And Alec Pierce was a number 2 receiver. Mo Alley Cox led us in receiver and was our number 1 tight end. Our left tackle gave up the most sacks, which was pretty expected. But this right guard, I don't know who that right guard is, but I guess good for him. Shaquille Leonard led us in tackles with 124. DeForest Buckner led us in TFLs with Quiddy Pay at 15. And DeForest Buckner also led us in sacks with 10 and a half, not 15. Interceptions, Kenny Moore led us. Okay, so it wasn't, I mean, nothing really pops off at you, except for the fact that we had the number 2 defense. And Jonathan Taylor was the number 2 rusher behind, of course, who else? Derrick Henry. But yeah, let's get into these playoff games. I will look at these. I will watch the playoff games. I don't think I'm going to jump in at any point. And instead of me playing close moments, I think I'm just going to watch. I think that makes for more entertainment to watch the games than it is for me to go in and throw slants against the CPU. So, yeah, instead of me playing any of the game to, send the teams in rebuilds to the Super Bowl, I'm just gonna watch. Granted, you didn't even get to see me go into any games in Arizona in the Arizona rebuild because I thought we were going to, win more than a game in the Arizona rebuild, or we were going to be in more playoff appearances than just one. But the first quarter ends 7-7. Ooh. And we go into half, tied at 14 all. Okay, well, neither team able to do anything here in the fourth quarter, as it is tied at 21-21. And CJ Stroud, I'm now finding out, is superstar, and Max Crosby gets a 9-yard sack on the first play that I watched. Wow.
From that outside linebacker spot, gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are.
CJ Stroud wearing 16. I don't know how I like that, but damn.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a big
Max Crosby making an impact here in the playoffs, but another person looking to make an impact is Jonathan Taylor. Had that open week to start the playoffs. Now 3rd and 11. Alec Pierce in motion. And what a throw by CJ Stroud. Who is he finding? Michael Pittman.
Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance.
What a play from Mr. Michael.
Because, you know, rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road.
Handoff to Jonathan Taylor. He's going to pick up 6 behind Quentin Nelson, averaging 5 a carry on his 18th carry.
They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
On another carry for Jonathan Taylor, this one goes for 8. So, I do like the play call. We only need a field goal to win the game. So if we can get in field goal range, running the ball, and take some time off this clock and not let Max Crosby get at CJ Stroud, and I prefer that. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Another rookie there. Another top 10 pick, and Jalen Carter. I forgot the Raiders drafted Jalen Carter. And yeah, that will take us to the 2-minute warning. At a 21-21 ball game. The winner of this game will go on to play the Cincinnati Bengals in the divisional round. They're finding Mo Alley Cox. We're going no huddle. Play action. CJ Stroud down the field to Mo Alley Cox again. And now the Indianapolis Colts are in the red zone. CJ Stroud looking poised here in his first career playoff game. And yeah, another run for Jonathan Taylor. This one will go for 6. Las Vegas calls their first timeout. And if you're Indy, there's no way you are trying to score a touchdown right here. You're just trying to use all the Raiders timeouts, use all the time, and kick a field goal with no time left. Is their first down. Now 1st and goal from the 3 with 1:07 to go now. 2nd and goal from the 5. And the Colts can kill all of the clock and kick a field goal with no time remaining. But Jonathan Taylor carried into the end zone. And now the Raiders will have a drive to score a touchdown with 1:03 to go and no timeouts to try and force overtime or win the game with a 2-point conversion. But first, they got to get into the end zone for either of those two things to happen. Great drive by C.J. Stroud. I don't know who that is returning for the Raiders. I don't know who that is. So Derek Carr with 59 seconds. Down 21-28. Can he do it? He's got Devontae Adams on his side there. Derek Carr's first pass is haywire and it goes into the dirt or the turf. That's what it is. And that's a pick. Shaquille Leonard takes it in for the pick six, and that's going to send the Indianapolis Colts straight to the divisional round. The Raiders got a garbage time touchdown. C.J. Stroud was really good in his first career playoff game. So now it is a Cincinnati Bengals, Indianapolis Colts divisional round. And we have to wait and see who the Eagles are playing in the NFC. Is they're either playing Green Bay or New Orleans. Again, I'm only jumping in to watch these games if they're close games. Oh, Jackson Smith and Jigbo went to Cincinnati. I forgot about that. This is Cincinnati's got a lot of weapons, and it's going to be very hard to contain. I didn't import the draft class, the 2024 draft class, which is the last draft class with real prospects that I use. So it is a Philadelphia Green Bay divisional round. I'll just press end of the game. We go down and score on our first drive. We hold. Oh no. Oh no, it's all falling apart. And it's looking very bleak here for the 1 seed. Oh my god, I didn't slow it down to watch it. Damn. I'm pretty sure C.J. Stroud threw 2 interceptions in this game. Yeah, they were both interceptions. We got one on Joe Burrow, but lost by 2 to the Cincinnati Bengals. So the Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to assume C.J. Stroud is at least in consideration for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, he might not win it on the AFC side, but he's pretty strong season from him. But in the NFC side of things, it is going to Anthony Richardson, AR-15. Did they give it to CJ Stroud? He won AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year. Cool. I mean, I'm just going to go into field general because that's what the CPU is going to do, but nice. So the development of CJ Stroud is going along very well, and at the end of year one, he's Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he won his first playoff game in his playoff debut, so we weren't really that effective throwing the ball. As Green Bay beats Cincinnati in a shootout. Wow. They 107 mil, 108 mil in free agency to fill the holes that have been left by Michael Pittman and Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy is here. Gabe Davis is here. Ooh. I'm gonna go for Jerry Jeudy. We do need that number one overall receiver. I think Jerry Jeudy can be that. Ooh, and Tennessee is offering a bag to Jerry Jeudy. Hopefully that's going to be enough to persuade Jerry Jeudy to not go to Tennessee. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to withdraw that offer. I'm going to have to give a lot more money to Jerry Jeudy than I would a Gabe Davis, just for the simple fact that Gabe Davis has no offers and Jerry Jeudy has one. And I can go get a mentor at the position and change the scheme. Ooh, I'm going to bring T.Y. Hilton back to Indianapolis. I'll give him a 4-year deal to come to Indy. He's not going to play the whole 4-year deal, but hopefully he plays long enough for Gabe Davis to want to play here. Tight end. Noah Fant. I will give Noah Fant an offer. Can we get left tackle? We can, but Jedrick Wills has no offers. I'm going to take a look at the rest of the offensive line. Oh, damn. That would have been a great offensive line pickup. I didn't really see anybody that I really wanted. I'm fine at my end spots, but Derek Brown wants somewhat wants to come play in Indianapolis. That the hole that Grover Stewart is leaving is going to be filled by Derek Brown, and Derek Brown is going to be even better. Jeffrey Simmons is in free agency. He does not want to play here though, so I'm not even gonna go for that. Middle linebacker. We do need a middle linebacker, and Patrick Queen to play there would be great. But I want to go offer on a corner first. Yeah, for whatever reason now, Kenny Moore wants to come play for us now. Dude. Is Kenny Moore going to be worth it for us, though? You know what? Neither one of them are getting offers. I'm gonna go throw an offer to Jedrick Wills. And then I will figure out middle linebacker and corner after the eval period. We did not get Jedrick Wills, but that's alright because we're still the only person offering on Jedrick Wills, which now frees up us going to talk to I will go talk to Darius Slay. That's a big contract. And only to come back for a year. He also only wants to come back for a year. Well, if I'm only bringing one in for a year, I think Darius Slay is the way to go. I'll actually give Darius Slay a 2-year deal. And then middle linebacker, we'll just draft Patrick, or not draft, we'll sign Patrick Queen now. Which works out very well. Who do we have offers out on still? Do we have offers on anybody still? We do not. Did we sign everybody? We got Darius Slay, Derek Brown, Gabe Davis, Jedrick Wills, Patrick Queen, Noah Fant, and T.Y. Hilton. So now my biggest thing going into the draft is finding a outside linebacker. An outside linebacker. And honestly, I'm going to go to the Kansas City playbook, and I'm gonna stay in this defense. And does that improve? Oh no, never mind. I don't even have to. That is cap. We have T.Y. Hilton on the roster, and T.Y. Hilton has the mentor tag. But, oh, no, we don't even need left tackle. We need right guard on offense. That's really the only thing that we're really missing on offense. And I guess another receiver, but hopefully Quentin Johnson can develop. And yet, defensively, I guess strong safety and right outside linebacker. So let me go get this year's draft class. Which I do like the draft class that I have downloaded, that I already have. For the 2024 draft class. And then we'll be in for our second draft going, and then we'll be ready for the second year. Yeah. I want to say we're not. We're going to have a very low draft pick. Or a very high draft. Low. Yeah, low. We could take receiver. We could also take a tackle right here. Steven Tennyson. And we can move him over to guard because he looks really good. He looks better than this guard. Or we can go middle linebacker and have him play outside linebacker. We'll see. We'll see where we go. First of all, I need to see where we're sitting at in terms of draft position. Or not draft position. I already know we're going to be sitting at like, what? We're 28 or 29 is where we're picking at. For sure. Fifth year options is what I meant. I think Quiddy Pay, I will accept. No, I'm going to reject his fifth year option. I want to get him re-signed before he has a potential dev trait increase, and we've only got to bring him back for 3 more years. And that's the only one that we have. So let's get the draft started and see who is on the board. Granted, it's not going to happen, but if Marvin Harrison Jr. is on the board when we pick, I'm taking the best available. And the best available player, in my opinion, if he is here, would be Marvin Harrison. Again, like I said, I don't think he's going to be here. Well, that's not even, I don't think. He's definitely not going to be here. Oh, another good linebacker. But, ooh. His pass block is going to be higher than a C. I do know that. I'm going to take you, though, because I'm looking for more of a guard than I am a tackle, and I definitely think you're going to be a better guard than a tackle. Now outside linebacker and strong safety are our biggest needs. Granted, there was that middle linebacker did look good. But this middle linebacker also looks really good. So I'm going to take him, and he's going to probably play right outside linebacker for us. And then our biggest hole now on the team is D. So I'm going to take a safety with this pick, and then well, I might take a corner and move them to safety. I'm going to take you. If he's not good, then I guess we're going to play Nick Cross at strong safety. But I just had to do that. Draft recap. Let's move this right tackle to right guard. Steven Tennyson. He looks like he's going to be a solid right guard. Maybe even a little bit better than a solid right guard. And then this middle linebacker to outside linebacker. I'm actually going to look at his overall first. At outside linebacker before I decide whether Patrick Queen or him is going to play right outside linebacker. He's still a 71, so I'll just have him play right outside linebacker. And he will start. No, I'm not even gonna bother moving him. I'm just gonna stay with Nick Cross. Within the next 2 years, though, after these next 2 years, we're going to find another cornerback. So let's go to the regular, and then I will move the rookie outside linebacker to the starter. And then we will go to the midseason point in year numero dos. The offensive line is looking really good now. Weakness on the offense is receiver now. And you will start there. And then specialist Quentin Johnston is still in the slot. Yeah, I do like all of that. Okay, cool. So we are ready for season dos. With an 85 offense and an 84 defense, I want to say we're in prime position to be really good this year. even better than we were last year. And we had a 12-5 record last year, and we finished number 1 in the AFC. So however, this year we're 3-4 with a bad defense. I don't know how that is, but I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna trust the process. DeForest Buckner, I do want to bring you back. Kwity Paye, you are coming back. Ryan Kelly will come back. And yeah, that's it. So all 3 of these guys need to come back on 3-year deals. DeForest Buckner is back. I'm not even too worried about Kwity Paye on a 3-year deal, but Ryan Kelly, his overall is going to drop, but that, I guess, that is alright. I'm going to have to give him a very player-friendly contract. Yep. It's alright, because I got to sim 1 week in advance anyways. But, oh man, big divisional game. It looks like we have a pretty tough schedule, plus the Titans and Jaguars look really good this year. And Houston looks pretty bad this year. Byron Murphy, ooh. I don't know if this is an achievable goal. But if Byron Murphy wants to get 2 picks or hold Bryce Young to less than 150 yards, I'll take it. We got a big win, 35-10, and Byron Murphy did not get his breakout. It's alright, because we got to re-sign Kwity Paye anyway, so okay, Kwity Paye is back in Indianapolis for the remainder of the rebuild. Which means we're ready to go to the playoffs. Hopefully our defense can be really good because we have a phenomenal offense. We just need our defense to step up. Which is weird because we had the number 2 ranked defense a year ago, and we've only gotten better defensively. See, I don't know. We missed the playoffs at 9-8. If we would have beat the Jags, we would have made it. We were in a win-and-in situation, and our defense was slightly better to end the year, but not good enough. However, CJ Stroud, a great sophomore year, 5,000 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And Jonathan Taylor in the Chiefs playbook is still really good with 1,500 rushing yards, 16 touchdowns. Noah Fant in the Chiefs playbook went for 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. Gabe Davis went for 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Alec Pierce, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. And Quentin Johnston, 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor also added another 450 yards and 4 touchdowns receiving. So the offense was really nice. Wills gave up a lot of sacks. Shaquille Leonard and Patrick Queen led the team in tackles with 128 for both of them. Will McDonald led the team in tackles for loss, So did Derek Brown. Sacks, we were led by Derek Brown with 11.5. DeForest Buckner had 9.5. And Will McDonald had 8.5. Kwity Paye with only 4. So maybe giving Kwity Paye the contract that he wanted was not a good idea. And we did not have that many picks. So how are we going to make this defense better? That is the question. I don't know. I'm going to go to the Super Bowl week and see what the dev upgrades are looking like. I want to say Gabe Davis is going to get a dev upgrade. And Noah Fant is, without a doubt, getting a dev upgrade. But year number 2 was very disappointing. And I don't know what else to do to make the defense play better. As it is a Chiefs-Cowboys Super Bowl. Now, wow. Gabe Davis nor Alec Pierce went up in dev. That's surprising to me. Noah Fant went up in dev as I anticipated. And defensive dev upgrades, we didn't have anybody. Which is surprising. Derek Brown had a really good season for a defensive tackle, so I don't know. Whatever. We are going to have like 30 mil to spend. I guess 50 mil to spend in free agency. I do got to watch out for retirements because Darius Slay, I think, just retired. That's why we got 51 mil in cap. No, we had nobody retire for us, so. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have the cap penalty of Matt Ryan anymore. We were carrying over the cap penalty from Matt Ryan. That's why we've got 50 mil to spend. So now my biggest concern, never mind. My biggest concern is no longer wide receiver. I'm bringing in Jalen Waddle. What do we have at strong safety? Jordan Whitehead is what we got. I'm not going to bring in a 28-year-old Jordan Whitehead. However, a 26-year-old Jalen Waddle is definitely priority number 1 for me. Jalen Waddle is going to be playing in Indianapolis next year. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, or he's not going to play for Houston. There's not really a pass rusher here that I would even be willing to get either, so left outside linebacker / middle linebacker, is there anybody here? There is not. What about a long-term? Oh, there we go. I'm just going to prepare for us not having Darius Slay next year. And I'm going to sign Greg Newsome to be that Darius Slay replacement once we lose Darius Slay, but that's big going into year 3. That could really help the defense, and the offense is only going to get better with Jalen Waddle. Did we not sign? We didn't sign one of them yet. Did we sign both of them? Whoa, oh my god, we didn't get Jalen Waddle. Houston got Jalen Waddle? Wow. He really chose Houston over us? Oh my god, I really thought all my receiver problems were a thing of the past. Wow. We gave him more money, too. I can't, I mean, whatever. No fifth-year options. Damn! Oh, wow. That sucks that we couldn't bring in Jalen Waddle. I really thought I had just solved all of my problems with Gabe Davis going back to a number 2 receiver, but we didn't. Do we want to? What is here? Ooh. A playmaking receiver. He doesn't look very good. You know what? I've been complaining about needing a strong safety. I'm taking a strong safety. He's got fucking normal dev. I'm done with this draft class already. This draft class is not good. I wish it was, but it's just not good. I'll take a look at the draft recap, but I can tell you, I think the highest overall in this class was a running back. And that's just because running backs are pretty much always the highest rated in this class. And I'm going to say it's a 77 overall. I guarantee you that is the highest rated player in this class. I lied. It's a strong safety who went to the Houston Texans. He was the highest overall. And the Saints got a... Oh my god. I could have drafted him. Whatever. I'm not even going to worry about adjusting the roster. I'm just going to go to the mid-season point right now and see what's bracking. I'm also going to go get water real quick. Water. Water. Okay, that's better than last year's mid-season point. Of course, the game before every fucking mid-season, I guess we're just gonna lose to the fucking Chiefs. Because I'm not bringing back Darius Slay. Braden Smith, you are coming back for at least 2 more years. And I guess the last person I'm bringing back is Braden Mann. I guess I'm not bringing back Braden Man. Fuck you, Braden Man. You can... I don't give a fuck about kicker or punter. I was just going to bring you back just so the CPU didn't have to sign anybody, but whatever. So, next year, in the off season, we're looking for right outside linebacker, strong safety, wide receiver. That is what I'm hoping I can get in this free agency class going into year 4. Where you're back in the playoffs at 12-5 again. Who got? Was it the Chiefs? Pittsburgh got the 1 seed. We were the 2 seed, and the Chiefs were the 3 seed. Go off, Pittsburgh. We are playing the Cleveland Browns in the wild card, and CJ Stroud has 3 upgrades. Noah Fant has 3. Quentin Johnston has 3. Wow, those 3 must have went off this season. Well, we'll take a look at stats and then get into this game. As CJ Stroud, like, he didn't light up the passing yard numbers too much. 4,500 yards is great still. 39 touchdowns is great. And only 8 interceptions is great. Jonathan Taylor's still doing Jonathan Taylor things in the Chiefs playbook, which I love. And Noah Fant led the team in receiving yards. And Quentin Johnston led the team in receiving touchdowns with 15. Oh, wow. Hopefully that can get Quentin Johnston a dev upgrade. And Braden Smith, we didn't have a person give up double-digit sacks. Patrick Queen led us in tackles with 130. Derek Brown led us in TFLs with 17, and I'm assuming we didn't have double-digit sack. Yep, Derek Brown led us with 8.5 sacks as well. And, wow, I'm letting Darius Slay walk, and he just had a 7-interception season, proving he's still a baller. But year number 3, hopefully we have more playoff success than we did in year 1. Granted, year 1 we made it to the AFC Championship round and got knocked off by the team that, of course, went to the Super Bowl. But we've had a 12-5 season, a 9-8 season, and another 12-5 season. Both 12-5 seasons, we won the division and made the playoffs. The first one we got the 1 seed and made the championship round. And hopefully this time around we can go to the Super Bowl instead of just the championship. Hopefully we can win the Super Bowl instead of the championship round. We are starting off this game phenomenally, up 17-0. Cleveland is still hanging around. Still a 14-point game in the 4th quarter. Finally, the first points of the second half, but the Browns score a touchdown. However, it is too little too late, and CJ Stroud didn't even play that great. And yes, I am now a rapper after that bar. Gabe Davis, our number 1 receiver, is up to an 89. Oh, man. Yeah, see, look, Jalen Waddle, you should have come to Indianapolis. You should have come to play some football in Indianapolis. Oh, our defense is also really good now, too. However, we're playing a really, really good Chiefs team. And Pittsburgh is playing Tennessee, so if Tennessee and us win, it's going to be we can have a division rivalry game in the AFC Championship round, which who wouldn't love that? But first, we got to beat the very, very good Kansas City Chiefs. This is a pretty even matchup. A 90 overall versus an 88 overall. They probably have the advantage everywhere on offense. But I do think our defense is significantly better than their defense. So, I mean, what we're looking at a they have they have us beat on offense by I guess they have us beat on defense too. But I do think we can overcome the odds of the juggernaut Chiefs if we play good football. And CJ Stroud threw an interception, but we tie it back up. It's looking like a shootout here in Indianapolis, and Kansas City takes a 14-point. Now it's an 11. Oh God, yeah, we just lost. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! No, we didn't. This time I caught it. We just need a stop on Kansas City and a touchdown. We can force overtime. And Kwity Paye is going to get to Mahomes. He's going to break the sack. And DeForest Buckner gets to him. And they lose 17 yards on that play. We still are going to have the 2-minute warning behind us. As Patrick Mahomes breaking a sack, bad things can happen to your team. Over there, it was almost very good. Now they're going to surrender and run, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning and a 3rd and 27 for the Kansas City Chiefs. We are down by 7, trying to get the ball back. And they're going to run the ball again, and we have somebody there to make the tackle. Now we've got a little less than 2 minutes to score a touchdown and 2 timeouts to send us back to the AFC Championship to either play Tennessee or Pittsburgh. Well, it wouldn't send us to the championship round. It would send us, or no, well, it would increase our odds of going to the championship round. Of course, it would just force overtime if we get a touchdown. Why is CJ Stroud walking off the field? CJ Stroud, get the fuck back on the field, please. Thank you. See, empty set. CJ Stroud to Alec Pierce past midfield. And a very competitive QB duel happening here in Indianapolis. Over the middle, that's Gabe Davis, 42 yards away from tying this game up. And CJ Stroud dumps it down, and oh, you got to get out of bounds there. We're going to go no huddle yet again. Under a minute now. Another completion inbounds, and we're down to the 29-yard line. Now inside the red zone, using our second timeout with 31 seconds to go, 18 yards away from a touchdown. And there, that pass batted down by Chris Jones. Luckily, CJ Stroud not taking a sack. Almost picked off by Nick Bolton, looking for Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And some of these throws got to start going to the sideline if they're not going to go to the end zone. Got to pick up a first down here, though. Or the next two plays. A screen pass to Jonathan Taylor, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. And we call our last timeout, so this has got to go out of bounds, or it's got to be a touchdown. And it's a pick. L'Jarius Sneed ends our playoff run, and the Chiefs are going to the divisional round, or the championship round. Yeah, that is disappointing. I mean, what else do you expect when you're playing Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes, and fucking Andy Reid. You're the underdogs every time. But it was a good try. And it's another Chiefs and Cowboys Super Bowl. I didn't look at depth trait increases. And the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Now I'm assuming that was the retirement of Darius Slay. Noah Fant went up to Superstar X Factor. CJ Stroud still just star. Gabe Davis still just star. I mean, CJ Stroud is superstar. We need to find an Alec Pierce replacement for year 4. And I mean, I'm fine with defense. Derek Brown went up to start, and no, we didn't get the money from. Okay, whatever. We got more than enough money to find an Alec Pierce replacement. And, yeah, I already missed an opportunity for one big-time receiver. I am not missing out on Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is getting a bag from me. You know, the money that I was very reluctant to give to Alec Pierce is going to Garrett Wilson. Hopefully, Garrett Wilson decides to sign with us. But other than that, I don't think there's no outside linebacker that I want. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring back Darius Slay for another year. I'll bring in Kyle Hamilton. I will give Kyle Hamilton a bag. At Superstar Dev, yeah, it's gonna be very hard to find somebody else like that. We got Kyle Hamilton. And we got Garrett Wilson. Okay, well, I'm ready for next season. Mid, time to go to mid-season. I fucking forgot I had the 5th-year option for CJ Stroud, and he's gonna want a fucking bag. So, this is either a 5th, we're either doing, this is either we gotta win it now. I don't know who all I've gotta bring back this year. I know for a fact most of the I think all my skill position players are fine, but it's gonna give me like no money to go sign. Oh, never mind. Quentin Nelson, Shaquille Leonard, CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is back for next year. Will we be able to bring back Quentin Nelson and Shaquille Leonard? No. Oh, maybe we can bring back Quentin Nelson. Nope, we can't. Can we bring back Shaquille Leonard? Nope. So yeah, this is last year. What is our record? 4-3. Yikes. So this has got to be it. If we want to win the Super Bowl, it's got to be this year because we're not winning it without Quentin Nelson or Shaquille Leonard. And we didn't even make the playoffs. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just go to the Super Bowl. See the depth trait increases, if any, and then I'm calling it a rebuild because holy fuck. Oh my god. It would have been fine too if I would have just fucking remembered I had the 5th-year option to do for Shaquille Leonard or for CJ Stroud. That's really what fucked me is not doing the 5th-year option for CJ Stroud. Oh. Oh. I mean, we got better and the team did worse. Justin Blackmon went up to superstar. Greg Newsome went up to superstar. Patrick Queen went up to superstar. Derek Brown went up to X Factor. Kyle Hamilton went up to X Factor. All that for an 8-9 season. Well, that sucks. No, I'm gonna change the name of the stream. Actually, I'm gonna do the stream over on Twitch.